Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and let's talk about Creative Assembly's most confusing announcement to date. That's all I can say. It is really bizarre. So, for those of you not aware, Total War Pharaoh is due to get a massive new update on the 25th of July. This is now known as Total War Pharaoh Dynasties. So it's a second game. This introduces a new map, reworked units, 168 new settlements, new dynasties, family trees, 4 major factions, 25 minor factions. It sounds actually kind of interesting. I've been kind of interested into it since they made the announcement, I'm not going to lie. So if you already own Pharaoh or you look to purchase Pharaoh, which by the way you can get pretty cheap on Instant Gaming, link in the description below, yep, you will get dynasties. Now, this sounds pretty damn cool, right? It's essentially a second game. There's a reason for this, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. It doesn't cost you anything else. It's just attached to it. So this is where the weird thing comes in. Is there any more content coming to Pharaoh in the future? Some of you are asked if we're doing anything else for Pharaoh after Dynasties, and while the team will remain committed to patching and fixing the game as needed, this will be the last planned content for Pharaoh, which is why we're going all out with Dynasties. We're super proud of what the team has made as a love letter to everyone who stuck with us, and we're hopeful that when you have Dynasties in your hand, it will feel like the fully fledged and complete Bronze Age Total War experience we envisioned back at the beginning. Thank you all for your feedback and passion with Pharaoh, which has helped us make it the best experience we could hope for. So, what does this mean? This is why I'm extremely confused. Are they going to do content for Dynasties, or are they going to be just killing it? Is this just going to have that one pack? Well, and the Blood pack, which by the way transfers to the Dynasty game too, but it just feels like, you know, if this is the case, if this is the actual case, then what the fuck was the point of redoing the map, adding in a lot of factions and so on, essentially for less money? I mean, people were kind of holding out hope for some Mythos stuff, or, well, just more stuff. There have been a number of packs, like, for free, DLCs for free. The High Tides update introduced the Sea Peoples, and this one is introducing like 4 others. One thing that can be stated is if this ends up being the true Bronze Age experience, it's going to be the best value of money you could ever fucking hope for, that's for sure. But then, why all this work for something if they were just going to kill it off, right? It just sounds very weird to me. It just feels like development time could have been spent on other things, like for example Total War Warhammer, because yes, big money maker, it still gets like 30,000 daily players, or pushing CA Sophia to work on a new title, because at the end of the day, Creative Assembly still wants to keep launching titles. There's all these rumors about 40k and World War I and Med-3 and shit like that. I mean, if they're true, surely they could do with some more help. It's likely this has been made a separate title so that it can avoid all the previous drama on the current Total War Pharaoh. As you can see, there was obviously a few issues at launch, and then obviously paired up with the major shit shows that were going on with Creative Assembly because of Shadows of Change and so on. Everyone's taste had kind of gone off. So yeah, it kind of feels like they're going to do this just to kind of clean the slate. As long as the price remains the same, that's fine, I guess. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. I don't know. I'm not going to lie to you. I was expecting more stuff to be coming in the future, mostly because they just won back a lot of good favor. I guess they are going to move on to the next project now, and obviously we do know that some of CA Sophia are working on Warhammer now too. It's a shame. Like I said, I have been covering some news drops in the past, some of the blogs that they've done and the information drops, because I was kind of interested. I'm going to check it out because they keep saying all this cool stuff is happening, like Marriages is finally coming back into Total War Historical and so on. So obviously it's stuff that I'm keen on playing. I'm just a little bit confused as to why announce its death date already. This is like a Three Kingdoms scenario or Thrones of Britannia. What if there is a chance of it doing better? That's the big question. I don't know. I got really thrown off reading the blog. I've only just come home recently. I've been out all day sorting out some stuff, and yeah, this was a hell of a shock, that's for sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below to start a discussion. I really hope that if it's the case that they're ending Pharaoh's support now, that they're going to make use of CA Sophia properly, and actually throw them some real big name titles, because they're a good team. It's very obvious when you look at the Troy DLC and so on, that when they're given the time, they're able to create some really interesting stuff. Like, I could totally see them doing like a medieval 3, especially with the attention to detail when it came to Pharaoh's pre-release and so on, when people complaining about historical accuracy regarding banners and so on, no banners being used. Yeah, they patched it in. It's that type of attention which really does make me keen on CA Sophia, so I really hope that they get their day soon. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you all again very, very soon.